dead and gone. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you know that love survives, so we can run forever. I tell you, Off the Wall is my favorite. It goes like that. That it go. I need to find the CD. I want the. I want it. I want. I love that album, and I want the CD. I could get. I'll see if I can find the album. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. Let me see how this audio sounds because yesterday it was sounding crackly, and I feel like maybe the volume was too high on the microphone. So let me check. Okay, mic check 1 2. What is this? So we're down here, girl. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. I don't know where. I don't know where my red glasses are. I have no idea. They're probably over there, and I just don't feel like going over there. So these are gonna have to do. These I got these off of Zeal. If you guys ever wonder where I get my glasses frames that aren't designer, I get them from Zeal. Um, I have the like I tell you, I love Ray Bans. So I have these are the Ray Bans I got probably 2 years ago. I got these 2 years ago, but they were so heavy, and I was just like, oh my god, they were so heavy on my face. They're real cute. What's up, everybody? It's me. It's me. But see, it's like the old school way, like the Malcolm. I always call them Malcolm X glasses because he wore it with the frame not underneath. But they were thin, right? These are Ray Bans, and then I have these new Ray Bans. Hold on. The link to Zlul is in my description. So if you buy frames, just put your prescription in. Buy your frames. They have progressive, transition. They have blue light lenses and stuff like that. But they have the frames. I tell you, they have so many frames, and they're so pretty. So many different colors, designs, just oval, aviator, cat eye, butterfly, just all different kind of designs. So I like a Wayfair glasses. I'm still looking for a mint green Wayfair frame. That's why I really want a mint green Wayfair frame. So these are both of my my Ray Bans. So I like both of these, but these sit low on the bridge of my nose, like they slide down, so it's like right in line with my eyes, so you can't you can see my eyes, but it looks a little weird, I guess. And so that's what these are giving too, because I didn't realize they had these the arms that like move back and forth, and so they kind of, the spring is kind of it's not necessarily loose because they're brand new, but it makes the glasses feel like they're wider. So they slide down my nose after a certain time, and my nose be looking like, yo, it's your chance to do the hump. Come with me, baby. Do the Humpty Hump. Hey, do the Humpty Hump. That's what it's giving. So we'll just have to deal with these. I don't feel like going in there and getting the other glasses. But these are real cute. But I haven't even worn I don't think I've worn these 20 times because they're just so heavy on my face, and it I didn't like it. I don't like a heavy frame. And you don't know, like when I'm in the eyewear store, you don't know that it's heavy until you've worn it for at least an hour or two, and it's like, oh, these glasses are too heavy, child. So they're super heavy. They're super heavy. So they're really nice though, because even the hinges are gold. I like these. I like these a lot. Yeah, I have so many pairs of glasses. I need to start donating them because when my prescription changes, I don't wear them anymore. And so I have some Gucci frames. I used to wear them back in the day. My older videos, you can see them. They're yellow or gold eye around the eyes, and then the arms are red and green. And I have a red pair of Gucci frames that don't have a. I used to buy my designer frames when they FSA, with your FSA, with your flexible spending account. I would go to the sites and buy, because they would tell you what sites you can go, and they had a designer frame site. So I would go buy my designer frames. I got, like, I think Dolce and Gabbana. I have several Gucci. I think I have 3 Gucci frames. Um, who else is in there? Silhouette. My Silhouette glasses. They were a hit because they were like aviator, frameless aviators, baby, and I designed them myself. Let me get those glasses so you can see what they look. Well, I tell you, these glasses were so fly. And then they had the little curve in the back. I designed these glasses. These were, when people are like, "Where did you get them?" I was like, "I designed them myself." So when I tell you, these glasses are so fly, it don't even look like I have on glasses, huh? These glasses, well, I tell you, these glasses is fly as fuck. Silhouette. I need to go back and get and make me some. I want a big these. I need a bigger lens. I want a larger lens. But yeah, these were my Silhouette frames. So, you know what I'm saying? So get into it. So, anyways, so girl, we are down here. We are here. We are queer. Get used to it. So did y'all hear what Crissle and Cardi B was? Well, Cardi B responded to Crissle, but she didn't respond in a negative way. She just responded like in a normal way. But Crissle on the read, the last week's episode, I haven't listened to the whole thing, but they got on the topic of Cardi B being pregnant. And so Crissle is the Virgo that she is. She just got her got her master's degree a year ago in psychology. I don't know what the focus was, but she got her master's in psychology, but she's not a practicing therapist. She's not licensed. She really went. It's so Virgo. She said, "I really went to school for the education. I didn't go to be I didn't go to necessarily be a psychologist because I'm not going to be governed by the laws and ethics and things like that where it comes to providing, um, psychological services." Is that what they call it? So um, that's what she basically came out to say, because everybody was like, "How are you a psychologist? How are you a therapist? And you're having these views about blah, blah, blah." So I want y'all to hear what Crissle, when I tell you Crissle went the off, she went off. She was mad, like I be going off. That's why I said, somebody in the comments was like, "You and Crissle have had it with these people." And it is true, because I think a part of it is, I don't know, like the thing with women and pregnancy and the choice of baby father. I think most people don't care about the woman being pregnant, and more so who the woman's having the baby with. You understand what I'm saying? That's where I am with it. Like, I don't care that she's pregnant. Cardi's been pregnant and has been on stage dancing and twerking with her belly and stuff like that. I actually think it's amazing to witness women being with child, and going on the road and just moving and doing things, and just like not allowing society or the world to stop them, not allowing the pregnancy to stop them from achieving whatever dream they want or goal they want or whatever task they're trying to complete. We've seen pregnant women run marathons. You know what I'm saying? We've seen pregnant women do lift weights. I've seen pregnant women do deadlifts and stuff like that. Like, I love to see it, because it's like literally the embodiment of God. You're co-creating with God, this human being in your body, and you are still strong enough and able, for those who have those types of pregnancies, because everybody's pregnancy is different. Even your first pregnancy to your second pregnancy to your third pregnancy will be different. So everybody's pregnancy is different. Every baby does different things and has different needs when they are in utero. But I think a lot of it's like we are socialized to be like disappointed, right? We're disappointed in, you have an album coming out. Every time you got an album coming out, every time you got a project coming out, here you come up pregnant. What are you doing, right? So it's like a level of disappointment. And then Crissle's thing was the children. This is just some turmeric honey. I don't know. But the little quote on the back says, travel in grace, knowing that you are protected by love. Okay, shout out to all those who's traveling today. That's the message. Know that you are covered, honey. Okay, so let's listen to Crissle go off on Cardi B. Crissle, Cardi B. I know I can find it. And then Cardi B has responded, and Crissle has responded. So let's listen to Crissle at first. Yeah, like concerns about the welfare of the children. It is just, I'm just like, girl, you have 3 babies already by a nigga that you admittedly hate, right? And have said that you wanted to murder, and not even divorced from. And not even divorced from yet. Yeah. And you just met this new nigga, yeah, kid, that you're still getting to know, and you're like, yeah, sign me up for another one. Yeah. That's not a decision I would make or suggest. But hey. No, I'm not okay with this. I can't. I can't just, come on, Virgo. It's your pussy, so it's your business. Like, technically, yes, that's true. And a lot of the Cardi stands are going to respond, well, she got the money. I'm not talking about, if money was all it took to raise kids, the Trump kids wouldn't be held like they are. Trump wouldn't be held like he is. It's not just money. You also need parents who are very mindful and deliberate about bringing you into the world and choosing to guide you to adulthood. That is how we raise decent, good people. Yo mama out here giving her pussy to whoever the fuck she wants to and keeping whatever y'all drop off in her fucking uterus is crazy. I was expecting so much more out of Cardi B because you are not just some broke, bored bitch in the Bronx who don't have shit else to do. Come on, alliteration. I ain't got nothing to do today. I ain't got no money to go out. Let me just fucking get pregnant. Like, you have a life. You have a career. You have things to work towards and work for. Like, I just cannot. Well, she's a street bitch. I think this show is older than her time in the strip club. Like, she you know what I mean? Like, she's, yeah, Cardi B, yes, and Met Gala now, and you would like to think that people will go, oh, wow, things to live for, access time to do better and be better. Or having 3 kids already, maybe because of adulthood. You have so much money, it's not really hitting you because other people are doing so much of the actual day-to-day childcare work. Maybe it's not hitting you how much kids really do need a solid foundation and need their parents to be locked in and engaged with them. You say, oh, well, my kids are fine because it's an assortment of nannies to take care of them 24/7. Your children will be hurting for the lack of their father's presence in their life if their father is either lacking because he's a healthy, great dad who's simply not around anymore, or lacking because they deserve a healthy, great dad who's not there and never was there because that's not Offset or who he is or what he does. Either way, the children lose. Blossom just turned 1, meaning you were fully pregnant. You talking about going on tour in February. All right, it's mid-September now. So I'm guessing that means you're knocking on your last trimester. You have so much money. It's not really. Right, I would guess. So you're going to give birth to this baby probably near the end of the year, towards the top of the year, and then spend 6 weeks in surgery and tour rehearsal to then do what? Go on stage and do fucking nothing. I went back and watched Cardi B's performances after she came back after having culture. Some of the most boring shit you ever seen in your life. And not because of the performance itself. Oh, it's great colors and costumes and dancers and musicians. There's a bunch of shit going on. You know who not doing nothing? Cardi. Laying down on a fucking round table and letting that shit spin around for half the fucking performance and then getting up and having niggas salsa dance her and twirl her ass around on stage for a little while. She don't do shit. Right, I would guess. So you're gonna give birth to this baby probably near the. Yeah, I get it. Y'all wanted me to marry a billionaire. Y'all wanted me to date another man. Y'all wanted me this. I understand that. Y'all want it better for me. And I get that. But guess what? This is my life. And this is my decision. And one thing about it, I do not regret my kids. None, 4 of them. I don't regret it.
I have choices while I'm pregnant, and I still don't go to the chop shop. And I have a choice, and I would have done it if I wanted to,
If
but
I
I didn't
wanted
want it
to,
to.
that's right.
And
That's
I
what I
know I could
said.
do this.
She said, I know I can do this.
And y'all see the type of mom that I am. You have an opinion about my personal life, cool, but do not break my motherhood. I don't play about that title. I take that title very seriously. I don't play about culture. I don't play about wave. I don't play about blossom, and I don't play about baby brim. Yeah, I get it. Y'all, baby brim. We call the baby brim. I don't play about them fours. I love them. Every kick I love. I start falling in love with my babies when they inside me. Don't bring my kids up to prove no point of yours. Don't tell me, don't, people, now I'm seeing people talking about the trauma that I'm bringing. Trauma to these kids, these three kids, these kids. And you know what's so funny about my kids? They are all so close. They are all so close. And they're going to continue being close. And they're not being in the house gonna change shit.
You never know that. That's
They
not a
don't give a
guarantee.
fuck.
That's not a guarantee. Some people, that's why I say you shouldn't have children for your children. Like, don't say, oh, my child wants a sibling, because the fable of Cain and Abel exists, but siblings not getting along. Like, I haven't talked to my brother in over almost 10 years, over 10 years. And we were never close, but even if they are close, they start off close. You have twins that don't speak, child. So you cannot, that's not a guarantee, because people have personalities. It's not a guarantee that your children would even like you when they are no longer dependent on their survival. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're all people, and we all have personalities, and everybody's personality doesn't match. Even though they came through you to this earth, doesn't necessarily mean that both of them are going to get along. So I know they're close now. They're little kids. They don't have a choice, but it's when they have a choice. That's why I say is like, that's why I always do like a determiner of good parenting is when your children no longer depend on you for their survival. Do they want to come around you? When they don't need anything from you, do they want to come around you? That's a testament of being a good parent. That's my litmus test for being a good parent.
What are you talking about? You will know that if you have your own, but you don't. So since you don't have your own, don't talk about what's going on in nobody else's home. If you so concerned about baby prim, if you so concerned about kids, be an ACS worker.
Who?
There's a lot of kids that's going through a lot of shit.
She's right.
Believe that. And if you want to talk about, oh, you got 4 kids, how you gonna manage having 4 kids? There's women that only got 1 kid and they cannot even manage. There's bitches that got 1.
But Cardi, they don't have help. You got a chef, you got a trainer, you got a nanny, you probably got 2 nannies, you got a driver, you got all the things that the fruits of your labor have provided for you, which is beautiful. And I think that's wonderful that she can give her kids a life that she didn't have and make it better for them and have everything. I love it. I love the kids that the next generation, they are doing better. You know what I'm saying? Having a better experience. So you have a lot of help. So there's women like me, myself, I know 3 kids for me, for a single mom, for me would be too much. Like 2 was too much for me. Like until I talked to other women and shared like how to do, like what to do or what works for you. I remember, I will never forget this. I share this every now and again. I was on Facebook and a woman told me to wake up an hour before your children. And because I would wake up with them and I would be so um, not frustrated, but like overwhelmed with trying to get them together and, doing all the stuff. And this woman, I don't even remember who it was, told me, wake up an hour before your kids. And I tell you, it is a literal game changer. I mean, it was like I had the house to myself. It was quiet. I was able to like mentally prepare to, wake them up. I always wake them up very softly, very gentle. I turn on the salt lamp And when they were younger, I would start like singing and stuff like that, letting them know, coming in the room singing. So it would be very easy waking them up. But then once they get up and they start moving, I gotta manage two people by myself, right? And they both have different needs. So you could say there's one. I like I would there was this woman that drove into traffic. She had a child, she couldn't deal with it, and she drove into traffic. And when I read that story, I understood. Like I literally understood why she did that. Like not with her kids, but by herself. Like she killed herself because she was so frustrated. She had no help. She was a single mother, only had one child, and she could not do it. And she just couldn't do it. She just couldn't do it. And she ended up driving into traffic. And I was like, I get it. This was before I had before I started waking up an hour before. It's a lot of work, and it's not just dealing with the day-to-day cleanup, but it's like dealing with personalities, different personalities when there's multiple children, and being a parent and attuned. That's what children deserve, an attuned parent. They are tuned in to the frequency of the child to provide the child their needs, and each child has a different need, right? I've had to talk to my youngest child. I just talked about this where they had different punishments, and would have to explain to the youngest child, you don't get the same punishment as your brother because you guys are different. You guys are not the same. Things that work for you when you're on punishment work for him. Even the rewards, I can reward one with going to the movies, and the other one would be like, I don't want to go to the movies, right? I want a video game or something like that. So it's different when you have a lot of help, right? You don't have to worry. Somebody else's, like, you can wake up on your own time. You don't even have to wake up. The nanny is already up getting the kids ready. And then for you to get up, and then you have your glam squad or glam team or whatever getting you ready for you have your managers and your publicists and people, your assistant getting you ready for your next gig, and you have other people getting your kids ready. You might come in and make sure they look okay and stuff like that, but you're not doing everything. You literally aren't. I know you're not. You can't. It's three of them, and you're very, very busy. So I know you're not doing everything. So you can't really say, like, there are women with one child who can't do it, and you have three children, but you have resources to have help. So I think it's a little different. Y'all let me know.
Kids, they have to get their kids away because they cannot manage for whatever reason. If you're so concerned about that, be concerned about that. But I'm having 4 kids because I know I can take care of them. I already take care of my 3. I'm not even spazzing out. It's just like, never in my life have anybody have ever spoken about my motherhood. And now because I'm having a baby with another man, all of a sudden it's crazy. All of a sudden it's crazy. How many baby moms baby daddy do y'all mamas have? And guess what?
My mom has one baby daddy.
About kids, be an ACS. Even if your baby mamas have different baby daddies, I bet there's some good ass moms too.
There's a lot of women who have 2 baby daddies. It's true. It's a lot of women who have 2 baby daddies, whether they were married to the man or not. There's a lot of women who have 3 baby daddies. There's some women who got 7 baby daddies. I know a woman personally got 5 baby daddies. Yep, every child got a different father, every single one of them. But the majority have her last name. But yeah, 5 different a baby by every man she been with. I know a woman personally who has 5 children by 5 different men. Yep. What? Wait, hold on.
Even if your baby mamas have different baby daddies, I bet there's some good ass moms too. The fuck? I really don't like when people downplay moms, bro, because we go through so much shit. Whether you have one kid, whether you fucking working in McDonald's, whether you with a man or not, like, it's like us moms, we go through a lot of fucking shit, and y'all never fucking come to these fuck ass daddies. And then for you to compare me to Nick Cannon, I don't get in Nick Cannon business, but let me tell you something. All my kids live in the same house and they are raised by a person, and that's me. I raise my kids. You can't compare me to Nick Cannon. I don't got 12 different baby daddies. I got 3 kids with 1 baby dad, and I'm gonna have a new baby with another man. Let's be very clear. Don't not compare me to Nick Cannon. All my kids live in the same house. All of
Period.
them.
Period.
They all got, even if your baby mamas have they all got the different rooms. My kids' room look like a palace. Wave room look like a palace. Culture room like a palace. Blossom room is beautiful. My new baby room is gonna be beautiful. And guess what? Every night they want to sleep in the same bed. All my kids live in one house, not separated. Why are you comparing me to Nick Cannon when Nick Cannon got multiple 12, whatever I don't even know how many baby moms he have. I have 1 baby dad right now. 1. 3 kids, 1 with a husband that I was with. I separated. Stop telling me, oh, well, why you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more. A hospital, they all. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting to work because every single day I wake up motivated. I wake up happy. If shit is good, I get a thrill. I'm not gonna let none of y'all take that thrill from me.
Good.
And I'm not gonna make y'all make me feel like I'm gonna regret I'm not gonna regret my kids because of y'all and because of you. Like for y'all to be talking about the well-being of my kids. The well-being of my kids? What? Do you see how them kids live? For my last 2 babies, 2 weeks after I give birth, I be in Paris on Fashion Week. Y'all have never said nothing. If I feel like I had an unhealthy pregnancy, I would tell people to move my tour. I feel great. I feel healthy. These past 3 days, I've been meeting thousands of people in a day. And I've been taking pictures one by one. And I feel great. Today is my 4th day doing it. And I feel great. And I'm up. And I'm hype. I'm okay. I promise my fans I'm going to give them the greatest tour. And that's exactly what I'm going to do while I'm being the greatest fucking motherfucking mother.
Period.
Well-being of my kids. And to y'all moms out there, don't let nobody fucking tell y'all about y'all shit. Where to? Don't let nobody tell y'all about y'all shit. And to y'all moms out there, don't let nobody fucking tell y'all about y'all well-being of my kids. You have managers when they all got the different rooms. My kids' room.
I don't know if they cut it out, but at one point she said, "A nigga in the house don't mean shit," and that's, I think, more people need to get away from that. I think she talked about that a little bit. She did an interview with Angie Martinez that I want to watch, but she talked about that a little bit, like men being in the home, a man, not a father, the father of the children, not being in the home with the mother. The relationship that must be maintained is between the child and the father. When two adults have a children and no longer get along, it's not a healthy home to keep that father in the home for the child's sake. You don't want your child growing up in a home where the two adults are not getting along. So the best thing for the child would be for one of those parents, more than likely the father, to leave the home. That does not make the home broken. It actually mends the home because the relationship between the adults is what was broken. And so now they have dissolved their relationship and the man moves out. That doesn't mean that my home is broken. That means I made a my home a safe place for my children, not to witness. What's a broken home is children witnessing their mother and father not get along. Their mother and father arguing. Their mother and father saying snide remarks to each other, their mother and father physically fighting in some households. That's the broken home. So, in order to maintain the child's well-being, you have to remove the the hurdle. The two parents are not getting along. You're not going to tell me that my home is broken because I don't have a unsuitable waste of flesh in my home. My home is not broken because their father isn't here. It will be, when I tell you, it will be fucked up if he was. And I vowed I vowed to myself, I never want my children to see me be disrespected in front of a man, like a man disrespecting me. I never want them to see me being talked to crazy by a man. That's why I won't speak to my brother. He put his hands on me. He assaulted me in front of my children. And I left Atlanta to get away from somebody who assaulted me. And I said, I'm not going while my 18-month-old son watched me run through the house trying to get away from their father, trying to call 911. I'm thankful he doesn't have that memory, didn't leave an imprint on his psyche. I'm so thankful that he doesn't remember that. But they do remember seeing my brother assault me. And that is, I said to my, I will never, ever, my kids, I don't ever want to see my children, I don't ever want my children to see me being disrespected by anyone, let alone a man. So when I was in the relationship with the narcissist, he was mean. He was mean. He was cold. He'd have his good days, but he was very like disassociated, and it was he was just like rude. He like I said, he had good days, but when he was in his um trying to manipulate the energy in the room, he would become a mean person, right? He would become mean. And I really didn't like my children witnessing that. Like, I was just like, this is crazy. Like, you got to go. Like, okay, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go because you're getting into a space where my children are not about to witness you being mean to me, rude to me. Like their father, when we were dating, he started, even my friend would say, I didn't like the way he talked to you, because he would start making jokes and like kind of making me the butt of the joke, even though I would go back and forth with him because my mouth won't allow anybody to talk to me crazy. So I'm going to talk to you crazy back. But it was almost like he was trying to make me the butt of the joke, trying to humble me in different ways and things like that. And you can always tell because on the good days, they give you a bunch of compliments and tell you how beautiful you are and this and that. And you're the prettiest girl that I've ever been with and this. But then they like are secretly have this issue with you and they're jealous of you because they innately, well, him for his example, I don't think he likes women at all. I don't even think he likes his own mother, but whatever. But when you have somebody in the home that is not getting along with the mother and the mother is stressed out, that is what affects the kids. That's literally what affects the kids. And yeah, for some homes, not having the father there when he was there before, it will definitely affect it because it changes the frequency. You no longer have something that's creating disharmony in the home. So when that person is out, now it's back. You know how when you get something that's out of tune, right? And you tune it. I'm thinking about tuning a piano. It's something that's out of tune and you hit the thing and it's like it doesn't sound, doesn't go along with the other keys. We need to tune it up, or we just need to change the frequency, move the dial over so it's not so much static, and that will remove the person that's creating the static in the home, so we can get to a station where it's clear, or get to a harmony where we all sound good and somebody isn't off key. You got a motherfucker in this choir who's off key, get his ass out of here. There's a part in here where she said a nigga in the house don't mean shit, and I 100,000% agree with it. It doesn't mean anything. Having an added adult there who is attuned to children is helpful. More than two adults, three adults, four adults raising a child is really helpful. I think it's a wonderful thing when I see children growing up in a home with a bunch of different adults, especially adults of different generations and age group. A multi-generational home is the optimum home for what I think is an optimal home environment. For some people, they may not agree with that, you know, their mother being in the home, or their, or aunt being in the home, or something like that, or a sibling being in the home, helping raise the children. Some people would not like that. But I think children in a multi-generational home, I feel like they do the best. I mean, I feel like that's the best environment, only because I grew up in a multi-generational home. And I loved it. I loved being I don't even know where I would be if my grandparents weren't an integral part of my upbringing. I loved living with I loved, like, in retrospect, you think about like your childhood. I love living with my grandparents. I love listening to my grandfather's stories. I love watching my grandmother read the newspaper, do crossword puzzles, watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune and her stories and stuff like that. I loved it. I loved it. I learned so much from my grandparents. I learned so much from my grandfather. I learned so much from them, and things that I take with me, and I feel like that was the optimum. My dad was there. My dad was present, but he wasn't in the home, right? But he would come and pick me up and I would go spend time with him. My dad was always present. So that's why when my dad, like, when he did what he did with my son's father, I didn't understand it, because I was like, you've never been kept from your kids. Like, my mom, I was always available for you to come pick up, and my mom didn't keep me from you. She wasn't, that wasn't even like her personality. Like, I don't know if she did that maybe when before I had a memory of things, maybe when I was a little baby, maybe. I don't know. But but yeah, when I don't have a recollection of her keeping me from him, so my dad was around. So I had all four of my grandparents. I actually had an extra grandparent because my grandmother was married, right? So I had an I had an extra grandfather, and I had my grandmother had a whole bunch of sisters, and my maternal grandmother had sisters and brothers, and so like I was around like different generations of people, and so those are the people who raised me. That was the tribe who raised me and who I looked to. My grandmother's sister, my Aunt Yvonne, she was like, until she died, her hair was pink and purple. My great aunt, like my cousin Sonia had these really, they're both now transitioned. She had these really long nails. I remember people used to be always asking her, how do you wipe your ass? And she'd be like, have different, she was real big, she was a big girl, she had her nails and everything like that. And they lived together. My aunt and my cousin, she's my second cousin, they lived together, like literally right behind, where's that, what is that area, Crenshaw district, right over, like right after Marathon. When you go to Marathon and you pass that block and you make a left, and that's where my aunt and my cousin lived, in that house. The house is probably still in the family, I don't know. But and my aunt was like a pottery maker. She was a ain't don't take no shit from no niggas. That's how she was. So I having a dad in the home, like this nuclear family dynamic that is literally nuclear for a lot of women. I don't think women should be holed up, in a home with a man and just them two raising children. The more the merrier. I feel like the more people raising a child, the better. So one parent, two parents, three adults, three caregivers, four caregivers, however many, is going to be like the tribe that takes care of the child. It does take a village to raise a child, I think. And so I think a lot of the thing around Cardi B is like she's hood, she's ghetto, and I think when people get money, they expect you to act a different way. But there's so many women that are like literally thousands of women who are in the same exact predicament. Just got out of a relationship with an ain't shit nigga, got 3 kids, got a new boyfriend, and got pregnant by the boyfriend. And now you having a baby with this guy. For me, I think I said it on the last video that I haven't posted yet. For me, it's the choice in the man, right? And Stefan Diggs has like he doesn't have a clean rap sheet. He has children on the way. You know, you saw Cardi doing that. Hey Barbara, it's Shirley. Hey Barbara, it's me, Shirley. I got a baby. He's my baby daddy. He's your baby daddy too. Girl, what we gonna do? We gonna figure it out. And that's just what we're gonna do. I'm not about to be beefing with no baby mamas. I'm not about to be acting. I'm not about to be doing none of that. This is my and furthermore, it's my baby. She might have just wanted that NFL DNA, that athletic DNA, right? That strong man DNA. That's maybe, and a lot of the times, like I really feel like that's how women should choose their partners. Like you don't have to be married to him; just choose a good specimen, like a sperm donor, essentially. Because at the end of the day, whether she was married, was he helping with the children? He took some pictures with him, but I didn't see Offset with his children. Maybe he doesn't post them, but I didn't see nothing. I don't see Offset with his children all the time. I don't. So whether you married or not, a lot of these motherfuckers are hands off. So you still raising the child. That's your baby. He's literally just providing the sperm. And you probably didn't even have an orgasm the day that the day that you conceived. That's the crazy part. Let's read some of the comments. This is from Baller Alert. Being so invested in someone else's uterus is crazy work. She had 3 kids by her husband, so what the fuck is the issue? People go hard on her. Meanwhile, your cousin is in the real world doing the same shit. All this outrage, where was it when her husband knew he had a wife at home with 3 children, but he had time to go sleep with trash in the street? He broke up his home. He broke up the foundation. He broke up the marriage. He's the reason he can't wake up to his children. Right. She's always going to be a mother regardless whether the father decides to do, regardless of what the father decides to do. In order to be a good mom, she has to have peace and happiness. Half y'all mothers had multiple baby dads and they don't even make 6 figures a year. A lot of y'all fathers have multiple broken homes with kids they barely see. Stop downing her. She tried her best to make her marriage work. Leave her alone. She's a millionaire having a baby with a millionaire. Let them folks do them. He has a guaranteed contract. And that's another thing. He had like a part of his contract. There's a guarantee. He has a guarantee in his contract. I read, and one time I was looking up. I was like, how much is Stefan Diggs' contract? Let me look it up. Stefan Diggs' contract, 2025. In 2025, Stefan Diggs is slated to earn $18.5 million. What you think Offset is going to earn this year? That motherfucker wants her to pay his motherfucking taxes.
Alexa, play She Was a Fairy.
How much do you think he's going to earn this year? It says a figure composed of 2.9 million base salary, a $12 million signing bonus, both of which are fully guaranteed at the time of his March 2025 contract signing, plus a $3.4 million per game active bonus. He is on track to be ready for week 1 after suffering a season-ending ACL in 2024. 3-year, $69 million deal. 3 years, $69 million. Guaranteed $12 million and $2.9 million. So guaranteed 14 or almost $15 million guaranteed. So you got a $12 million signing bonus guaranteed. He gets that. And the 2.9 base salary, he gets that. Now he gets $3.4 million per game, which is $200,000 per game. and then incentives up to $4 million available for reception and yardage benchmarks. So he's expected to return. So he got a guarantee and he gets $200,000 a game. How much you think Offset is getting a game? Oh, he doesn't play sports. He can't even lift up. He in there looking like Sophia Petrillo trying to lift weights. Meanwhile, you got Stefan Diggs going, and you got Offset going, yeah, ooh, it's shaking. My arms are shaking. Bro, get his ass out of here. He's fucking useless. So I think that's part of the reason is that, that was long. That took forever, huh? That took the whole video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Cardi. Cardi revealed she was on bad terms with Offset when she found out she was pregnant. Girl. And then I think that remember when she came out of the courtroom and she threw that pen at the man? He was saying, Cardi, Offset is saying your fourth child is by him. What do you some think about that? She said. Nigga, don't be asking me no fucking question. What the fuck is wrong with you? Baby, I'll tell you that is straight out of the Chancla Community College. All right, let's see what else is happening. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. How old is this? Oh, this is 12 weeks old. I don't want to go in there. I didn't know Pretty V and B Simone were not cool anymore. Let me go to the blogs. Let's go to Neighborhood Talk. They only have 9 new posts. All right, let's see. Bad baby post with her baby daddy again after crying about him physically abusing her 500 times. He buys her a bouquet of roses. Stupid ass. The cycle of abuse is so insidious, girl. She was didn't we just see her on a Jet 2 holiday on the front of the damn trunk crying, and he was moving the car back and forth like this, like trying to get her off the car? Is that the type, like I just, I don't get it. Conservative activist Laura Loomer calls Rep. Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black bitch for saying Charlie Kirk's rhetoric was harmful to people of color. It hurts my heart that we have this ghetto black bitches who hate America serving in Congress. What's wrong with her teeth? What is wrong with these people and their teeth? I don't understand. Fuck that lady. Amanda Seales says it's preposterous for black people to dislike immigrants, even if immigrants dislike them. This country has never operated without immigrants. Diddy's lawyers say he suffered enough and deserves to be free. Also claims the death of Biggie and Kim Porter fueled his struggles.
Then I'm going to go to the car and dial 911 because you're going to jail, bitch.
Girl, to sway the court, they leaned heavy on his personal tragedies, losing his father at 3 years old, the murder. How does this caption start off like this? Girl, who wrote this caption? Yes, that's D. This is how the caption starts off. To sway the court, they leaned heavy on his personal tragedies, losing his father at 3 years old, his drug dealing father, his drug dealing violent father, the murder of his best friend, that we think he has something to do with it, the murder of Kim Porter, we think he has something to do with it, the mother of his 4 children, the loss of his mentor, Andre Harrell, all the death around him. It can't be circumstance. It just can't be a matter of circumstance. What is going on? What are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. Neo and Finesse 2 times both drop OnlyFans content with their significant others. Who you picking?
Alexa, play She Was a Fairy.
Finesse 2 times, whose head is shaped like a zero. Y'all are down there having sex with that man on camera. if y'all gonna have sex with people on camera, at least have them be attractive. I think finesse 2 times, and his teeth. I think he got his I think he finally got his teeth done, but his teeth was breakdancing. They were. And he, have you ever seen his mother? When I tell you his mother, he looks just like his mama. Head, both of the heads, they look like a double zero standing next to each other. Heads shaped like zeros. I'm not watching nothing with Neo or Finesse 2 times. I will pass. Thank you. Y'all still shooting women, other women over a man? Did he bail you out? It says Florida woman arrested for shooting the girlfriend of a man she was involved with in the buttocks. Says that the girlfriend popped up at her home looking for the man and wanted to beat her ass. Well, I'm not shooting another. Like, it depends on, was it self-defense? Then maybe I can see. Y'all got to let these men go. A Miami woman is being arrested and being held without bond after shooting the girlfriend of the man she was dealing with in the buttocks. 25-year-old Janiyah Mita was charged with attempted murder following the incidents. According to Law and Crime, the victim showed up at Mita's home around 9:50 a.m. She's banging on Mita's door and yelling for her boyfriend to come outside, police said. According to the report, the victim began walking around the home in hopes of getting someone to answer the door. As the victim walked around the property, Mita opened her front door and fired 2 shots in her direction, then yelled, "Get from my house." The entire incident was caught on Ring camera. After being shot, the victim fled the scene and went to a nearby park to call the police. Minutes later, video footage shows the victim's boyfriend leaving alone in a Mercedes. After being questioned, he confirmed the victim was his girlfriend and admitted he was hiding in the home while she was looking for him.
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
He claimed he didn't answer the door because it wasn't his residence. Shortly after the incident, Mita was taken into custody. While speaking with the police, she claimed she recognized the woman due to a previous altercation they had over the same man. Child, this is too much. Him not checking on his girlfriend after hearing gunshots is crazy. Because I don't have to tell you. It's evident. It's evident. Self-perseverance is a man's, like, that's what's right here at the core of their mind. That's like in the front of their mind, in the back of their mind, is preserve myself above all. And I need for women to operate in the same way. You first. Men put the oxygen mask on first in every situation. They do. And very rarely do you see a man not put his oxygen mask on first and go help somebody before he helps himself. Very rare. But when it comes time to, like, is it me or you? It's going to be you every single time. And that's how you need to operate. That's how women need to operate. Operate from a place of self-preservation. And I know women may not operate or function like that because we have children. So instead of, like, thinking about ourselves, we think about others a lot of the time before we think about ourselves. But you should always have in your mind, I'm going to put my oxygen mask on first in all situations. And just understand that you can't help anybody else if you are out of air. Just saying. Stop shooting women. Y'all need to stop fighting over men. And when I tell you, they just be like this. Men love for women to fight over anything. Back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, the women were fighting to be the only female in my crew. They were fighting to be the first lady of the label. The men were gatekeeping, only letting one woman in at a time. And then when they let 2 women in, they pit those women against each other. And then they sit back. Why can't women get along? Why can't women get along? Meanwhile, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and everybody else, they over there fighting, hanging people out of windows and shit, fighting each other. Why can't the women rappers and the women entertainers get along? Why can't the girl groups get along? Meanwhile, you got New Edition breaking up. You got what do they call STD? Breaking up. You got all these niggas breaking up. They can't get along. The Temptations can't get along. None of the male groups can get along. But it's always the women. Why can't the women get along? Because they love to watch women fight. So they intentionally triangulate. And you know what's really crazy is that you know it's a socialization because so many men do it and they haven't convened to fit, like say, this is how we are going to operate in relationships with women. We are going to triangulate them so that they can fight over us because they believe that I'm the prize and I'm the one of value. They don't see the value in themselves. That's why they'll shoot another woman over a man who wouldn't even go outside to see if he was okay. He didn't even go outside to see if he was okay. You done shot my girlfriend. What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? And you would think he would run outside to go see what was wrong with her. No, but she ran off to a park. And then he leaves a little later, sneaking out, saving himself. Doot, doot, doot. And now you arrested. Both of y'all, one shot, one arrested. And he's over there, no injuries, no nothing. You should have shot his ass. That's who you should have shot. Now he's sitting over there, no injuries, free, and you behind bars. Did he bail you out? Stupid. Going to confront someone at their home in Florida is wild work. We all got guns. I know, like that old man said, we all got guns, bitch. But Florida has stand your ground. Stop popping up at people's house trying to fight, especially over a raggedy man. That's one thing my father taught me. Don't you ever go to somebody's house to, quote, fight them. You don't know what they have in their house. They can have a whole artillery in their house ready to go right out the goddamn front door, bitch. Come and step on my doorstep. See, don't you get a frying pan flown out the window. It's going to be a frying pan. It's going to be something hot. It's damn sure going to be something hot. Girl, I want to go get me something. I need to just get me some creamer. That's what I need to do. Let me order Instacart because I need some creamer. And I need some eggs too. So let me just do a little light grocery shop. Okay, well, I'm gonna come back for another video. Y'all let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of Cardi B. Has Cardi B ruined her life? I think people are a little bit over dramatic about the situation. And then the fact that they're acting like being married has something. Oh my God, she's still married. Girl, so what? I'll tell you this, and I think I said it in the last video. Once you have the terms and conditions of your marital contract, if one person does something outside of those terms and condition, it null and voids the contract. So as soon as Offset cheated on Cardi B, she was not married. She just needs a judge to because it's a business, to dissolve the business. But the contract is null and void. I don't have no contract with you. We don't have a contract together anymore. You broke it. You broke it. I didn't break the contract. You broke the contract. So I don't have to abide by, there's no contract. I don't have to abide by. So if I go have a baby and do whatever, I don't have to do that. I don't care. I don't have to abide by any term and condition because the contract does not exist because you stuck your dick in another bitch. No more contract. All gone. Divorce. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.